You think you know when someone likes you, right? A smile, a long stare, it seems so obvious. But you're wrong. What if I told you that the signs you've been looking for your entire life are actually the ones that are totally misleading? You are getting it wrong and it's leading to nothing but confusion. The crazy truth is that the real signs of attraction are super subtle, not the loud, obvious stuff we've all been taught to look for. The big signals are usually just noise. The quiet stuff? That's where the truth is. So today, we are busting the 5 biggest myths in the language of attraction. We're diving into the psychology of why we misread people and what you should actually be looking for. Stick around, because the first sign we're tackling is one that almost everyone gets wrong. Understanding this will change every social interaction you have for the rest of your life. Let's start with something that feels like it should be a 100% clear sign: compliments. Someone is always telling you how great you are, how funny you are, or how cool your taste in music is. It feels amazing, and it seems like they're totally into you. The myth is that a constant stream of compliments means they're romantically interested. How could it be anything else? But here's the shocking truth. Compliments are one of the most common tools people use just to be friendly. Think about it. Giving a compliment is an easy way to make things less awkward. For a ton of people, giving compliments is just how they act with everyone. They're not singling you out, they're just a nice person trying to make life smoother. So why do we fall for this every single time? It's because of something called the spotlight effect, where we think we're being noticed way more than we actually are. When you get a compliment, you want to believe it's special. You hear, "They must be into me," and you completely forget they might be saying that to 5 other people today. So, what's the real signal? It's not about the number of compliments, but the quality and how specific they are. A generic "you're funny" is a world away from "the way you told that story about getting lost was hilarious. You're amazing at finding humor in chaos." See the difference? The second one proves they were actually listening to you and noticed something unique. It's a compliment they couldn't give to anyone else. And look at the context. A compliment shouted across an office is nothing compared to one shared quietly over coffee. Stop counting compliments and start weighing them. Coming in at number 4 are the most basic signals: the smile and the laugh. You tell a terrible joke and they let out a huge laugh. Your brain instantly goes, "Signal acquired, we're in." The myth is that every smile or laugh is a direct signal of attraction. The reality is way more complicated. Smiling and laughing are tools for social survival. A smile can be just politeness, or even a mask for being nervous. Think about people in customer service. They smile at you all day, but they aren't asking you out. It's their job. Laughter is often used just to stop things from getting weird. It's a social lubricant, not always a sign of genuine attraction. So why are we so bad at telling the difference? Because it feels good when someone laughs at our jokes. We're looking for signs of interest, and a laugh is the easiest one to grab. We have confirmation bias. The truth is, it's incredibly hard to spot the difference between a real, genuine smile of delight, the kind that crinkles the eyes, and a polite, fake social smile. So, how do you decode it? Don't just notice that they smiled, check if it's authentic. A real laugh is out of control. A polite laugh is contained and stops instantly. With a smile, look at their eyes. Are they sparkling and engaged, or is the smile just in their mouth? And look for patterns. Do they smile at everyone like that, or is their smile for you different? The signal isn't the laugh, it's whether it's a real one. Okay, number 3 is tricky: mirroring. This is when someone subconsciously copies your body language. You lean forward, they lean forward. You cross your legs, they cross your legs. Pop psychology sells this as the ultimate can't fake it sign of attraction. The myth is that if someone mirrors you, they're basically screaming that they're into you. The truth is, this chameleon effect is real, but it's not just about romance. We use mirroring to build trust in all relationships, with friends, clients, even in job interviews. It's a non-verbal way of saying, "Hey, we're on the same team, you can trust me." It creates a connection, which is vital for any bond, not just romantic ones. So yes, it means you have rapport, but rapport is not the same as attraction. Our mistake is reading way too much into it. Because mirroring is subconscious, when we spot it, it feels like we've cracked a secret code. We think their body is betraying their interest. We give this simple social tool way too much power in a romantic situation. So what's the real signal here? Mirroring is a great sign that you've built a connection. That's a good thing. But it's a yellow light, not a green one. The key is to see what happens next. Does the mirroring lead to deeper conversation? Is it paired with other signs, like them finding excuses to lightly touch you or trying to make plans? Mirroring is the foundation, not the house. Look for someone who mirrors your posture and leans in to close the distance. It's the combination of signs that matters. We're getting into the biggest myths now, and these next two signs cause the most heartbreak. If you are finding this useful and want to finally understand people, do yourself a favor and destroy that subscribe button. You will not want to miss what's coming next. Alright, let's talk about the eyes. The myth here is one of the biggest in dating history. If someone holds your gaze for a long time, it's a 100% giveaway. You lock eyes across a room, nobody looks away, it feels like a movie moment. This has to be it, right? The truth is, eye contact is a Swiss Army knife. Yes, it can signal attraction, but it can also signal trust, aggression, or just politeness. In many jobs, strong eye contact just means you're confident. When someone is listening to you, they hold your gaze to show they're paying attention, not planning your wedding. A long stare can even be a power move. It's not always an invitation. So why do we get this so wrong? Because intense eye contact is incredibly powerful. It can literally make your heart beat faster. Our bodies react first and our brains scramble to explain why we suddenly feel a jolt. We mistake the physical feeling from the staring itself for a feeling about the person. So what's the real signal in the eyes? You have to look for the dance of the eyes. One of the most reliable signs isn't a staring contest, but the look away, look back. This is when someone catches your eye, holds it, gives a small smile, looks down shyly, and then, this is the most important part, looks back to see if you're still looking. Another one to watch for is triangular gazing, where their eyes move from one of your eyes to the other, then down to your mouth, and back up. That is a powerful and intimate signal. Stop looking for a staring contest and start looking for the dance. And here we are. The number one most misread sign of attraction. The one that seems like it should be the most honest signal of them all. Nervousness. They blush, they stumble over their words, they drop their pen. It seems like they just fall apart around you. The myth, burned into our brains by 1,000 movies, is that this is the ultimate sign. They are so into you that their body can't handle it. The psychological truth, however, is that nervousness is just your fight or flight response. That system kicks in during any high-stakes situation. This includes social anxiety, embarrassment, or just feeling like you're being judged. Blushing can be triggered by being the center of attention, which has nothing to do with romance. Someone might be nervous around you not because they like you, but because they're intimidated by you, or because they have social anxiety and are nervous around everyone. So why is this the sign we misread the most? Because it makes us feel powerful. Seeing someone lose their cool around you is a massive ego boost. It makes you feel like you have a profound effect on them. We see their vulnerability, and we immediately call it romantic interest, ignoring all the evidence that they act this way around lots of people. So what is the real signal hiding in all that anxiety? The key isn't the nervousness itself, but what the person does despite it. Does their anxiety make them run away, or do they push through it to keep talking to you? Someone who is genuinely interested but nervous will keep trying, even if it's clumsy. They'll keep trying to talk, to ask questions, to find a reason to be near you, all while being a nervous wreck. Persistence through anxiety is a much stronger signal than anxiety alone. Don't be flattered by nervousness. Be intrigued by the person who is nervous, but bravely chooses to engage with you anyway. So what did we learn today? We learned that compliments can just be friendliness. A smile can just be politeness. Mirroring is for building trust with anyone. Eye contact is a tool for a million different things. And nervousness can just be nervousness. The single most important takeaway is this: stop looking for a single tell. Attraction is not a checklist. It's a pattern of behavior over time. It's a cluster of signals. A specific compliment is one piece of data. But a specific compliment combined with a real laugh, that shy eye contact dance, and a clear desire to be closer to you, now you have something. Stop looking for one clue and start looking for the whole story. Attraction is a dance, not a checklist. Stay curious, stay confident, and go out there and make your own discoveries. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Tell me in the comments right now, which of these signs has fooled you the most? And if you're ready to finally decode attraction for good, type "decode the signs" in the comments. And of course, if you like this video, smash that like button, share it with a friend who needs it, and subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of everyday life.